Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So a couple of hours ago today we posted the first ever video on this channel. I am Germ Valorant, me covering Valorant for the first time. And the video's doing pretty well. It has around 2,000 views, which I would say is pretty good for the first video ever. But we covered Kyedae, and some of the recent comments and some of the backlash she has been facing for these comments that she made against Crashies, who is a member of Envy. This was a couple days ago in their match against Sentinels. Obviously, Sentinels has Tens, who is Kyedae's boyfriend. She felt all this backlash. There was rumors that she was maybe gonna, quit streaming or yada yada yada. But I did want to follow up on this story because the video did so well. Obviously, this is something you guys seem interested in because there are some new things coming out. Kyedae has actually posted an official statement. So that's what we're going to be checking out in this video. We're on her Twitter right now, and she posted this 2 hours ago. She said, in regards to what I said about Crashies, and then obviously the community has responded to this a little bit. So here is her tweet longer. She said, in regards to what I said about Crashies, I would like to start off by apologizing to Crashies for the rude remarks toward his appearance by calling him scrawny. If you guys don't know, the clip's actually in my last video if you want to go check that out. But Envy wins a round against Sentinels. They're doing the trash talk back and forth, how the teams have pretty much been doing at the end of every round. And the camera goes to Crashies. He's like yelling at somebody, talking some trash, and Kyedae is co-streaming. She kind of rolls her eyes and says like, oh, shut up, you scrawny fuck, or something like that, something along those lines. And people were not happy because they're saying she's body shaming, bullying. Apparently he has some food allergies or something that maybe is the reason why he's a little bit skinnier or whatever. Some people got mad. She obviously felt bad about it. Some other people were like, this is just regular trash talk, whatever. But anyway, she said, the way I went about calling him that is inexcusable. I'm sorry to not only Crashies, but to anyone else that I hurt with the insensitive remark towards body image. After getting off stream, I thought about what I said and what happened more and realized it was not handled in the best way. I really shouldn't be commenting on people's looks, and I can't call it a joke when the other person isn't laughing, which, is a good statement at the end of the day. Regardless of whether you think this situation is stupid, whether she should be canceled or not, which obviously she shouldn't. If you're thinking she should be canceled, you're an idiot. But anyway, it is good to apologize for stuff like this because, at the end of the day, it is trash talk. It is gaming. We are playing games. The teams are heated. She's obviously really, really into things. She obviously is very invested in it. She's passionate, which is awesome. She got caught up in the heat of the game, and everyone's trash talking. You can see the two teams yelling at each other across, the stage, and who knows what they're saying. I'm sure they're saying a lot of stuff that, is not exactly great or it wouldn't be seen as like the best thing in the world to say outside of a competition. Not that makes it okay or great or that I think she should keep saying stuff like this, but at the end of the day, I think there's much worse things that could have been said. There's no reason to have all this backlash that maybe she's been getting, and you can tell she definitely feels bad about it, and either way, she's gonna rebound from this. But she said, calling myself scrawny isn't comparable and does not excuse me saying it about another person. Food allergy or not, calling someone scrawny is hurtful regardless of what context is given. You never really know what other people are going through. And I think that's a key point here that, you never really know what's going on the other person's end. You don't want to get caught up in some, like, ooh, I wish I wouldn't have said that moment. And that's why you just don't want to get in the habit of saying stuff like this anyway. Again, in this instance, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's the end of the world. It's not good, but some people are definitely overreacting a little bit, especially when you understand the context of the rivalry between Sentinels and Envy already, and maybe some of the other things. And that's kind of what Tens brought up as well. She does say that you never know what other people are really going through, and she's sorry for unknowingly adding to something that was already difficult. I never want to be the source of hurting others, and I'm going to be more thoughtful with this. And I definitely believe that. I don't think she intended to be like hurtful. It was just, again, it was in the spirit of trash talk. I'm sure, she doesn't like the guy. I'm sure she doesn't like Envy. I'm sure there is some bad blood, but it's all based around Valorant. It's all based around the game. It's all based around competition. Obviously, again, you don't want things to necessarily get personal ever, but, she's coming out and apologizing. I've messaged Crashies privately, which is good. No one is obligated to accept my apology, but I think he should. I think if he doesn't, that's kind of whack. But I hope that I can make the situation better for those that have hurt. I've mentioned that I was thinking about taking a break from streaming. This was that was a pretty emotional response to the death threats I was receiving today. It was not me trying to run away from taking responsibility for what I said. Outside of this incident, I've been contemplating whether or not I should continue streaming with my full-time student workload. It is very, very crazy. You know, it's not impossible. It can be done. I'm doing content creation while, you know, having full-time workloads as well. But if I was on her end, you're making all this money. You get to stream. You get to do all this stuff. I'm sure she has other things she's passionate about. I'm sure, you know, there's things she doesn't like about streaming. But I promise you, there's things you're gonna not like about school. There's things you're not gonna like about whatever full-time job you end up with. That's gonna be paying you way less than streaming too. So I would definitely encourage her to stick through it, to stick with this stuff. You know, you only get these opportunities. Some people 0 times in life, some people once in a lifetime. Take advantage of it. You can always go back to school. But anyway, she does said, outside of this incident, I've been contemplating whether or not I should continue streaming. No decisions have been made, just taking it one day at a time. After tomorrow, I will be taking some time to continue reflecting on this and spend time with Tyson, who is 10s. This is definitely a large learning curve for me. For those who watch my streams, you know that I'm extremely passionate about watching the matches. Again, that's exactly what I think happened. I'm going to do better at drawing the line on what is banter and entertaining compared to overstepping boundaries into something harmful. In the end, I think that's good. That sounds like a good conclusion. I know my actions were disappointing today, and I'm sorry, not only to the audience, but also Crashies audience and anyone struggling that I've affected with my insensitive comment. Thank you to those who keep me accountable for what I say and do. And at the end of the day, I think that was a very, very good twit longer. These are very, very young, immature, inexperienced people, you know, who are not used to being in front of the spotlight and audiences that big. And again, they're just getting caught up in some trash talk, some competition, all that. Nadeshot did reply and said, every single person that has had the pleasure of getting to know you understands there's no malicious intent in your heart or in your words. You are leaps and bounds more mature than I was at your age, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Don't sweat it, kid. And I think that is a great response from Nadeshot. He's always well-spoken. He's always level-headed. He always understands these situations perfectly, but that is the latest update. That is what is going on. That is kind of the fallout from this whole Kyedae, Crashies, Twitter drama, you know, all this cancellation, Kyedae's quitting streaming, all this stuff. Hopefully it's now concluded. Hopefully it's now behind us, but who knows where this is going to go. If anything, it's only heated up the Sentinels Envy rivalry. It's only heated up the 10s and Envy rivalry. And it's only going to make things that much spicier, that much more entertaining the next time they match up. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so, so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.